Hello and welcome to Jewellery Rescue. If you're new here, I'm Kat and I'm a girl on a mission to rescue and recycle the world's unwanted jewellery. Today we're going to be going through this lovely job lot. This is actually a bedside table drawer. This has come from a local house clearance guy and it's full of what looks like interesting costume and possibly vintage jewellery as well. Let's see if we can find any treasures, things that I can restore or upcycle to resell in my eBay, Etsy, in my whatnot shows and in my local retail stores. Let's dive straight in. Let's start with this interesting looking bracelet. Now I did spot this on the stall. It was the thing that attracted me to the box and I just love it. It's by Kendall and James. It looks like nice quality costume jewellery and it appears to be leather. Brand new on its card. I did look it up when I got home and I don't think it really has a resale value. I think I'm actually going to keep it. Let's see how it looks. It's the perfect fit. I love it. That's going to stay on my wrist, at least for now. This one I also spotted on the stall. So this seller had a huge board full of jewellery. It was necklaces all pinned up on it. So I did, first of all, buy a lot from him. I spent £5 with him. That's in last week's thrift haul. So if you haven't seen that, go and check it out. And then I went back and I bought this drawer full. And then there was no other jewellery at the car boot sale at all. There was only a couple of rows there last week. We're right at the end of the season. And I offered him another price for all of the rest of the jewellery on the stall. So we'll be going through that in another video. So make sure you subscribe and keep an eye out for that one. This one I thought was interesting. It is Chinese, I think. And it's got these beautiful hand-painted beads. They could be porcelain. Sometimes these beads are porcelain. Look at that bird on there. Love that one. This is a broken vintage necklace. It's got a cool clasp, so if we find the other half, I'll be able to reuse that. And then there's a really pretty enamel pendant. This is costume, it's silver plated, but that's a really pretty one for resale. Stretchy, a red one, somebody will like that. Nice colour combo. We have a Timex watch. It needs a good clean and a new strap and battery, but we should be able to restore that to its former glory too. This looks like a vintage Moda piece. Oh, it's not Moda, it's handmade in Scotland by Fountain of Dornoch, Sutherland. Wow, that's really cool. That's probably a 70s, possibly even 60s. And it looks like it's made with copper. That's a lovely vintage piece. This is cool. This has the look of a Brighton piece, which is high quality American costume jewellery. But I can't see any marks. Not that all Brighton pieces are marked, so I'll need to see if I can find that one online. And then we've got a pair of clip-on earrings there as well. That's really pretty. Some 1980s party beads. Those will just go in a job lot bag. And in the little baggie with it, we have this lightweight silver tone necklace. I might reuse these pieces. They'd make quite fun earrings. These are fun. Oh, they're clip-ons. I might move those onto hooks just to make them a bit more saleable. They look like they're vintage, don't they? Like those. There's a big old hair clip with a sparkler missing. I think that will go into a craft bag. I Spy a Butterfly. This is plastic. It's quite a fun necklace actually. We've got a big tangle here as well, so we might have to come back to that one. I have these intriguing sandwich bags with things in. That's an 80s costume necklace. And a Y2K style shell one. These make nice earrings. And another shell. Oh wow, look at that. I wonder if they're pearls in the making on the back there. Is it the back or is it the front? I don't know, it's quite interesting from that side. These are plastic to look like amber, I think. Quite cool. Oh, I found earrings just like this recently. So we could have a matching set there. What is it? Oh, it's a bracelet. Rome. That's just a cheap costume brand, I think, isn't it? Maybe it's from one of the high street fast fashion shops. Love the glass heart though. There's a little vintage ring here. It's an adjustable one. Clean that one up. This is a broken clip-on that'll have to go into craft. And another gorgeous piece of art glass, look at that. And this looks like a chandelier piece, but it's actually plastic. That is a vintage clip-on earring. How cool. I wonder if we'll find the pair for that. And a teddy brooch. Somebody will like that one. We'll pop that one onto Whatnot. This is a vintage style modern costume piece. It's got 2 strands of these deco looking shapes here and then a longer one here. I may make that into earrings and then just have this as a separate necklace. We shall see. I'll put that in the upcycling pile. Ooh, look at him. I'll get him back onto a chain. He's cool. A clip-on spiral. Looks like a slinky, doesn't it, that you put down the stairs. Oh, I wonder what this is the key to. Beautiful tie. Oh, that's really sweet. Little key ring. And a gold tone vintage keyring here. I think I might turn that into a pendant charm. That's quite fun. There's the other one of those earrings. This one isn't broken, but obviously you need to. So I'll pop that one with it in the craft bag. Oh, I love this. Big clip-on 80s earring. That would make such an awesome ring. Oh, I'm excited about that one. I'm going to have a play with that one. Modern enamel necklace. Has it got any branding? Nope, it doesn't. I'll have a play with that. Oh, is it? Or is that? Oh, somebody's wrapped the earrings around the cord. I think I'll separate those back out again and maybe get this one onto a chain. This is really fun. I saw this when I was at the stall, and I think these are bits of nut. They're like walnuts, don't they? I think I will turn those into earrings. It's a broken piece in any case. And a little baggie. Some pretty red shells on a necklace. And this is the modern costume one that's gone all yucky. Doesn't feel very nice. I think that one's going to go into craft. There are some nice shell pieces on this one. I think I'll probably cut that one up to go in my kits and for my kiddies' workshops. I'm going to move this tangle out of the way because it's irritating me. I think this is an orchid, is it? Strange thing. It's got a pendant bail on there and it's also a brooch. Well, this is lovely. Enamel under resin. That feels like nice quality. No branding on it. Some hematite on this one and another gemstone. What is that? I'm not sure. It's got 3 strands on the front. It's quite nicely done actually. That will probably go into a Whatnot show. This necklace is really cool. It's sort of space looking. It would go really well, look, with my mixed metal bracelet. And it has some clip-on earrings with it. So I think that's probably a vintage piece too. I'll have to see if that cleans up. Some more mermaid hematite here. And I think this is a dyed howlite to look like turquoise. That's a really pretty one. Oh, now I did find this on the stall. You might have seen this in my shorts. So it's a men's bolero. And it looks like silver, but I don't think it is. But it has got a nice piece of turquoise in there. So, tell me in the comments, do we keep that as it is or shall I take it off and make it into a more traditional style pendant? Or even a brooch. It would make quite a nice brooch too. Let me know what you guys think. Wowza, look at this hair clip. That's quite fun. This is a modern costume piece. I like the acrylic pieces on there. Chain with some shells. Ooh, look at this. That is a really lovely slice of agate. And then it's got some gold tone leafing around the side. It's on a silver tone chain, so I might switch that one up onto a gold tone chain. That's lovely. What is this, guys? So it's Roman themed by the looks of it, but I don't know what it is. Was it a bracelet? Did it have an attachment there maybe? I don't know. It's really cool though. I like that. A sweet little owl. I will definitely make him into a charm unless we find the other one. This is really interesting. It's got tassels coming off it. It's orange plastics on a cord. How unusual. I've never seen anything quite like that before. Another butterfly. This is a hair clip that has seen better days, sadly. This dragonfly, however, is gorgeous. Look at that enamel on the wings there. There's no branding on it, but I think somebody will like that one. And then this one has got quite heavy glass pieces on it. That's unusual. I wonder if somebody's bought that on holiday somewhere. Big cat's eye pendant and shells there as well, and that's on a cord. And there's an intriguing little packet here. Let's get that open. These are fish and crown clip-on earrings, cloisonné enamel. Those are lovely. Again, I might move those onto hooks just to make them a bit more widely saleable. There's a ton of gorgeous purple and gold seed beads, so I think I'll probably make hoop earrings out of those. And then clip-on earrings with the peace symbol, they're fun. There's another pair of Claire's clip-ons here. And a mixed metal necklace, that feels like really nice quality. No brand name on this one either. It looks like 80s, doesn't it? Nicely made, it's got a nice weight to it. So the guy that I bought this from told me that he'd paid £200 for everything that he had at the stall and what he'd sold. And he had taken out, I think he said £2,800 worth of gold. Can you imagine? What a shame he knew what he was doing. So I don't think we'll find any gold in here, but lots of lovely vintage pieces to work with. This is a necklace, but I think that will make good earrings. And look at these huge beads. I think we'll cut that one up too. Another watch here. Now, interestingly, this says Turner on it there, T-E-R-N-E-R, and that is what was on this packet that we opened, but I don't think that came in there because it's not a flat one. I don't know that brand. I think this is damaged here, this sort of wonky face on top. It's a shame it's cracked here. I wonder if this is supposed to be wonky. It might be part of the design, but there's a crack in the glass there. It doesn't look like it's ever been worn, so I might see if we can get a battery into that and get it ticking again. There's another watch here. This one is missing its glass, unfortunately. Ah, we found the other one of those. So, do I keep them as earrings or do I make it into a ring? I really want to make them into rings. I think I might have to do that. And there's the other slinky. And a huge purple crystal. My 6-year-old would love that. I might let her have that. And I spy the other owl. There's a necklace that says Hope. This is a vintage handmade piece. Does it say Bram on it? Is that a name or a place? And then these unusual, they look like seed pods. Don't know what that is, so give me a shout in the comments if you've got any more insights into that. Wow, look at this. This is a great big statement necklace. And some vintage faux pearls. That's quite an unusual one. It's got a dangle at the bottom there with like a tassel. Did this come with our Roman coin piece? I think it must have done. That's really cool. And then we've got some new on the card clip-on earrings. Another one here, it's a pretty rose. That one's a screw back actually, that's quite nice quality. Wow, they would have been £19. And they do look like they've got a bit of age to them, don't they? So yeah, that's an expensive pair of earrings. I wonder if we'll find the other one. An enamel pendant. More Claire's clip-ons. And a packet from some Claire's clip-ons. I wonder if the owls were on there. This is fun. This says Christmas to me, so I think we'll have to get that onto a necklace ahead of Christmas. And then we've got some flowers from Denton, China. It's got a broken pin. I think somebody's made their own one to go on there. What a shame, because it's really pretty. And obviously it has some damage too. It's been rocking around in this drawer for a while by the looks of it. Little plastic vintage beads. They'll go into craft. And I think that one came off one of the Claire's clip sets. There's a star pendant there, or charm. Oh, I think this clip-on earring goes with that Christmassy looking pendant, do we think? Maybe not exact. Maybe they were bought to go with it. I wonder if we've got the other one. Quite a lot of clip-ons in here. Some big ones there. More plastic sparklies for my daughter to play with. And that's a broken piece, but I would probably reuse that key ring. Another charm in a baggie. We've got an anchor. These are just silver plated ones. Oh, look at these. These are fun. Oh, I love those. So clip-ons again, obviously vintage. They could be 60s, do we think? 60s or 70s. They've got a modernist vibe about them. Like those. Ah, that's the other bit of that key ring. And then this looks like a locket. So yeah, nobody home. Upcycle those bits. I wonder if that's another half of the same bracelet. We've got a camel from Tunisia. And a Pandora style bracelet, but just a costume one. They're always worth checking though, those, in case a silver one has snuck on. These are cute owl clip-ons. I think that's come off of that unusual necklace. I did wonder why it didn't have the hanging chains in the middle. This is a vintage gold tone necklace. That just needs a little fix there. I'll sort that one out. Now this necklace has the look of a gold piece. It's that thin pressed metal. It's not magnetic. I don't think that it's gold, especially looking at this clasp here, but that's going to go in my pile of things to show my antique jeweller or my scrap man next time I have gold tested, just in case, because you never know. Always worth checking. And that is the other one of those expensive looking earrings. Another clip on here. These can be reused for something else if we don't have the other one. And more of these plastic beads. The vintage necklace. This is quite nice and heavy. It's got a feel of quality about it. And I spy here some more cloisonne. So these are clip-ons again. And they're also fish and crown. They're actually fish enamels. There's no crown on there, but I think it's the same company. I can't remember which of the two came first. Those are gorgeous. I think I'll move those onto hooks. Diamonds International. What have we got in here? Complete your collection. Collect a different charm from each port of call that has a Diamonds International store. So this is from a cruise by the looks of it. How fun. It looks like they've been to the Caribbean. Die. That's really cute. I like the concept. I would have to do that, of course. There's an enamelled bangle. That's quite unusual. It's got a light purple enamel over it. We're really down to the odds and ends now. Not quite sure what that piece is. It's quite interesting. There's a P with abalone. That's our first piece of abalone today. We've got quite far in before finding it, haven't we? And this looks like it's come off a watch. Yeah, it's just a watch link. I'll put that in with a job lot of watch bits. Oh, that's a piece off that necklace, so perhaps it's broken. I'll have to have another look at that piece. Cute vintage bracelet. That's a gold tone one. I don't think I'm going to bother untangling this now because it's really tied up, but you can see we've got the plastic butterfly and we've got seed beads with mother of pearl shell. And then one last baggy, interesting plastic bead. And a really big statement necklace. I think that would tickle my neck something rotten. I don't think I'd want to wear that one. Okay, so it's the next day and I've had a play. I've made so many things, I almost couldn't fit them all on my tray to show you. So starting off with, we have those nutty looking pieces. And I've made those into earrings. Obviously, there's still lots more materials to make more pairs. Some of the clip-on earrings I have just moved over to hooks, like these ones. They can obviously be changed back if a customer wanted them onto clips, but just makes them a bit more saleable in my retailers. There's another pair there. And the owls, quite cute. These ones I think were missing their hooks, so they're now on new gold tone hooks and they've cleaned it beautifully. Really lovely vintage fish and crown ones. Another pair on gold tone. These were off the broken charm bracelet. I thought they'd make a fun pair of mismatched earrings. And again, loads more materials on this necklace, but I made some earrings out of the shells. These ones again were on clips and I've moved them over their fish and crown ones as well. They've come up beautifully after a clean. They're just shining now. They're gorgeous. And then there was a lovely seed bead necklace with these purple beads on. I wanted to put them onto hoops, but sadly they were too small to fit on. So I've made these lightning bolt-esque shapes out of them. And then these I think were on clip-ons as well. Really fun slinky style earrings. These ones were on clip-on stud type attachments, but they'd gone quite rusty. They were still new on the card, but they were past their best. So I've cleaned the main parts and put them onto new hooks. And then these were parts off of a single earring. There's still lots more of those. It's just a really cute little earring. Loads of earrings this week. And these which were from one of the necklaces. Those are quite a similar style to the clip-on earrings, these ones that I loved. I haven't quite been brave enough to cut the back off yet. I've just clipped it over a ring shank to see what it would look like, and I love it. So I think that is what I will do. So cool. They really remind me of the Swarovski rings that I love, the Dolce rings. I made a few clip-on charm pendants, so I do charm necklaces where you just clip on the ones that you want onto the chain. So there's 3 of those there. And then you might remember the Caribbean cruise bracelet that had this on die. I think we'd have to find somebody whose nickname was Die, but I have put that onto a bail just in case we do find somebody with that name. And then on the bracelet, I have added 3 charms that came off other things. So these 2, that was a single earring, this was a key ring, and that was off the charm bracelet. Just makes a cute little charm bracelet. Quite a few necklaces too. This one I think is going to be perfect just in time for Christmas. I've put it on a really chunky chain that mirrors the kind of shapes in the glass there. It's artisan glass and now wearable again on this chain. This one came from a charm bracelet and I've put that onto a chain. I think it would suit better a chunky chain, but I haven't quite found one to marry it up with just yet. And as I said, I do have the matching earrings, so I need to look those out as well. These were all attached on a piece of necklace cord, so I've remade the earrings on new hooks, and then I've made a chain so that it sits nicely in the middle there with a black chain. This was one of my favourites in the lot. It's just So stunning. It's got that native style that I love. Not silver, but it does have the look, and this is turquoise here. Again, I haven't found the right chain for it yet, but I have closed these in and worked out a way of feeding the chain through to turn it into a pendant. So that's what I will be doing with that one. This gorgeous piece has just gone onto a new gold tone chain with a new jump ring. Such a lovely vintage piece. And sort of conversely, this rather cheap quality but fun pendant I've put onto a big chunky paperclip chain, which is in fashion at the moment. Just a little fashion piece, or should I say a chunky fashion piece. This chain was broken at one of its links, so I fixed that with a new jump ring. That's good to go again now. This lovely silver tone necklace was broken. I fixed it where the link was open and given it a really good scrub. It's come up really nicely. I would like to make this into a bracelet. I think it would look great with the ones that I'm wearing today, but I thought I would fix it as the necklace first and have a little think on that one. So what do you think? What was your favourite piece today? I think mine were these two. I think I'm probably going to end up wearing both of those, but we'll see. Let me know in the comments what was your favourite. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you don't already, and the like as well. And when you see the hype button in the comments, if you could hit that too, that would be amazing. We have now hit 10,000 subscribers overnight, and I am so thrilled. Thank you so much for following along with my journey. If you haven't checked out the behind the scenes content, do have a look at the channel membership as well. Watch another one, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you are watching this in real time, make sure you come to next week's What Not show, because I will be giving away 10 giveaways, including a diamond necklace to celebrate hitting 10,000 subscribers. I'll see you there. Bye guys.